Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 58 of Direwolf20's MCEternal series, where I'm flying around the world, and boy, let me tell you how more I've been all over the place here. Just shenanigans, how much flying around I've done. Looking for astral temples, and I found a good amount of constellation paper, to the point where I've now got 3 extra constellation papers. So as a reminder, you start with major constellations. There's only 5, right? Once you've attuned yourself, you unlock a handful of minor constellations, which we can see here. Once you reach Chapter 5 and you unlock the Astral Observatory, you can access 5, I want to say, more dim constellations. Now, I've found 3 empty constellation papers, so that's 3 out of the 5 that we're going to need. So that sounds good. And, yeah, that looks pretty cool. And I was about to go home and start this episode before I ran into this dude. This appears to be Frostmaw from Mowzy's Mob. Oh, ow. Okay, oh boy. I was not prepared for that scenario. Oh my goodness, that was shenanigans right there. I did not see that coming, that one. Now, is he gone or is he still here? Aw, did he go away? Ooh. Frostmaw, come back. I wanted to fight you. I guess in typical Minecraft fashion, when there's not a player nearby, mobs despawn. Generally, bosses are immune from that, so I don't know why he's gone, but that's a bummer. Oh well. It is what it is. Maybe I'll run into him again at some point, and I can, this time know that I should ranged attack him. That was, I was unprepared for that scenario right there. What do we got here? A nature chest, huh? Sweet. From random things. Okay, cool. We got a magic bean. Alright, that's cool. I was just kind of like, you know, flying around looking for astral stuff, and ran into that dude and thought, hey, I'll record this encounter. Yeah, it did not go as planned. I was not prepared for that. And as a reminder, right, like there's absolutely things in this mod pack that I've never messed with before. I've never really played with Mowzy's mobs. I've never played with Between Lands too much. There's a lot of things that I haven't really directly experienced, and I'm purposely not researching them ahead of time, right? Like I've had a few people comment like, Dyer, you should really research these mods and know what you're doing. Like I always do that with the technical mods and all these other things and the magical based mods, but sometimes it's fun, especially with exploration style mods, you know, like Between Lands, to go into them a little bit blind and not know what you're getting into and not understand every facet of the mod before you start playing with it. So yeah, I will not pretend like there haven't been derps, but that's also because these are new mods. And we've had a big call for people who wanted to see me try new mods. So I'm having fun with it. I really am. So, with that said, let's head back home. We've got a bunch of constellation paper now, right? Let's put some of these things, while I was flying around out there, I had to take a nap or two. So let's put the minor constellations into our backpack there. And the 5, now that we have blank constellation papers, they will help me pretty shortly once we get an Astral Observatory going. So at this point in the mod, right, where are we at with Astral? We've got up to the next tier of Astral, and if we were to time in a bottle this thing, make it nighttime. How good are we doing on astral energies, astral powers? So. We've seen better days, Dyer. We've seen better days. We should maybe get another relay and lens if we can. We've got a few relays. Do we have any lenses? I mean, we could get them, right? They're easy. We just need glass panes. Just give me a bunch of those, would you, Chief? That'd be great. And aquamarines. And lens from Astral. Give me just a handful of these guys, because you know we always need a few more than we got. Sweet. Alright, let's also do this. Let's copy, shift-click, clear. That'll erase everything in the area here. Alright. And then copy you to you. Perfect. So what if we were to... Let's get a building gadget here. So that... There you are. Cool. And you're going to paste... I kind of want you to be down one. So that you're kind of at the same level. And like right around here seems good. I kind of want you lined up similarly to that thing. That seems like a nice enough place, right? Did you not just paste? Did I miss something there? Oh, you know what? I probably just don't have the resources on me. I thought I had some in here. Nope, I don't. Well, there's your problem. So we need you guys and the squiggly ones and the brick ones and the sooty ones, right? Yeah, it's really just these guys and the squiggly ones. Alright, let's try that again. Does that look about centered? So you're... How many blocks off here from the center? So you're at... $451 negative 769-ish. So that's one off from here. So realistically, the center of this guy should be right about here. Okay. That was close. Sweet. Now if we toss another one of these in. What does that do for our... Ooh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Booyah. That's some good powers going in there. Alright, that's pretty good, right? We might need one more of those before we're done. But for now, we'll just call that good enough. And then we'll see how we can progress, right? So let's do the progression thing. Let's do that. Let's do that fun time stuffs. So what we've got now, there's a couple things we can do, right? First off, we can look in the... What is it? Is it Constellation chapter? That might be it. Yeah, this is where we get enhanced collector crystals. The main thing here is starlight infusers and iridescent altar to upgrade to the next chapter. The other thing we can get here is celestial crystals and collector crystals, which are pretty cool. Basically, celestial crystals are better versions of the rock crystals that we found. So to make those, right, what we need is to take these rock crystals and drop them in a pool of liquid starlight, right? And maybe now's a good time to get a reservoir that we might want to upgrade if we can. Maybe again? Yeah, I could probably do that. What do we got? Fused quartz, I think. Or dictionaries itself pretty nicely here. Yeah, fused quartz. That sounds good. Give me your liquid starlight. Not bad, 25 buckets so far. Sweet. And we are really going to need more aquamarines really soon. I wonder how hard it would be to get aquamarine seeds. Maybe that would be a smart move on Dyer's part. Aquamarine seeds. There you are. They are a tier 3 seed. So mystical agriculture. We're going to need a tier 3 seed. Did I not teach you tier 3 seeds yet? I guess I didn't. Okay, so we've got tier 2. Let's teach you tier 3 seeds. Yeah, I guess we only did a couple of them. I mean, while we're here, we should do 4 and 5, right? Seems like a smart move. Yeah, there you go, buddy. So tier 3 crafting component seeds. And then 4 of these guys. So that should be nice and quick. Bada bing, bada boom. And then you're ready to roll. Sweet. So what we're going to do, we'll pop this dude in here. Now, does he still have the things under him? He does. So he should grow pretty quickly, we should see, right? Because he's got those blocks under him that help him grow more quickly. And if we wanted to, we could snag a watering can to accelerate this process just a little bit more. There you go. And then he should get automatically inserted here. Oh, right. Hold on. We also want to add to the aquamarine seeds. We want to switch this out and this out. Perfect. Sweet. All right. Now we should be good to go, right? And we should start the process of getting those up to maxed out. Boom, 5. Nice. That's cool. And then another one's going to go to 5. Probably swap that out, maybe. Did we have another 5 there, or am I imagining that? It's weird. I'm not seeing the watery bits. Where's the particle effects? Where's the little watery particle effects? They should be existing. Is this lag? Huh, I don't know. There you go. Alright, bada bing, bada boom. 4, sweet, 3. Alright, good times. So that was another 3 that showed up in there. So this will just run, and we'll let him be, right? And he should run automatically, and we can ignore him now. So we'll get more aquamarines in a bit. Speaking of, we could always use a few more, but we'll get there. I want to save what few aquamarines I have, because I know I'm going to need them in a minute. Or at least I suspect I'm going to need them in a minute. Cool. So that's this guy taken care of, right? We've got a little bit of that going on. Let's start growing some crystals, right? Now, there's a few ways that we can speed this process up, but only kind of a few. Let's go to our... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop over to the astral temple that we've got. So how can we speed up the process here of growing this? What I'm going to do is make you require a redstone signal. Actually, I should have brought iron with me. Star metal ore, thank you. Okay. So if we place this on top of star metal ore, I'll show you guys a cool trick with astral, which many of you may or may not at this point know, but that's okay. Because Dyer is going to show it to the people who don't know. Now, I don't know if you need line of sight to this. Maybe I shouldn't do this here. Maybe what I should do is get my linking dude, unlink him, so unlink all links, and we're gonna put this, let's say, and I think he needs line of sight to the sky as well, or at least if he doesn't need it, it helps. So let's clear out, and it never hurts to have a little extra stuff going on here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to stick this star metal ore, like, right about here. Okay. Hey, look, I just got a level. Hooray! Remember, breaking blocks equals get levels. We're going to link this to this. And then surround this dude. And that sounds cool. And then we're going to get this guy to place. And then we drop the rock crystal and 1 stardust into the pool. And what I'm going to do for a moment is disable this, or at least what I should do. We could add this to the blacklist, right? So don't vacuum up either of these resources, which is a good way to go about making sure you don't accidentally do that. So when we drop one of each in here, watch what happens. You ready? Bunch of particle effects. That's generally, when it comes to astral sorcery, how you know that you're doing things correctly. And then it's going to absorb the liquid starlight, and create a nifty little thing. It's going to be a crystal for growing the next tier of crystal, the blue ones. the celestial crystals. So this takes a minute or so, but not too long. And it might even run a little bit better at nighttime, but there we go. So we've got our celestial crystal cluster, which is stage 0, which means it's not fully grown yet. What I'm going to do is teleport back to my home base real quick and make it nighttime, because these things definitely grow better at night. Most things in Astral Sorcery just operate better at night. Cool. So what's going to happen is this guy needs to grow, and he will grow faster if he's sitting on star metal. The problem is he absorbs the energy out of the star metal and turns it back into iron. So by setting up a system like this, where we have a collector crystal like this guy, recharging the iron into star metal, this will greatly speed up the process, right? Now, am I in, like, one chunk? I am. That's cool. Named chunks. You are now a direwolf chunk. So, this guy sitting here, he's just going to grow faster. It's not necessary to do this. You could have him on top of any block, but he'll grow more quickly if he's sitting on top of star metal. And like I said, it turns into iron pretty quickly, so having it next to a crystal that turns the iron back into star metal makes it that much better. So you can see this thing growing. He's currently at stage 2. I forget if it's stage 3 or 4 when he's fully grown, but we'll just keep an eye on him. I also forget if time in a bottle helps with this. It might. It might. I don't know. Well, I mean, it seemed to, right? Because we're already at stage 4 now, so that might have helped. For sure. He definitely seems to be absorbing the star power underneath him a little bit more quickly, so that's kind of cool too. I do remember that there's a particular ritual that speeds up ticks, kind of like the time in a bottle does, and I kind of seem to recall that using that is a cool way to go about getting stuff done. So what I'm going to do is harvest this dude. Boop. And what I got, hooray, is a celestial crystal. Now the stats of the celestial crystal are completely randomized. You've got the size, the purity, and the cutting. Purity is the important stat that we're looking for here. Size and cutting are easy to modify. Purity, less easy. So I'd like to create a couple more of these collector crystals, mostly so we can try and get, at least try to get as good or close to 100% purity as we can. Once we get 100% purity or something close to it, like 95 or 97, something like that, we can start duplicating these crystals and making them better and better. But we'll get back to that. For now, I'm just going to grow, I guess, 3 more crystals, because that's how many rock crystals I have. And I might wind up grabbing a few more rock crystals from the world, but we'll see. So the next crystal I got was Purity 64. Not quite as good as the 79 that I had on my last Celestial Crystal, but it'll do. Let's see how the next one turns out. Alright, one more crystal that we will hope. Also 79% purity. Interesting. Just my luck, nothing great. I'll try making a few more of these to see if I can get something just a little bit closer to better than that, but we'll see. But for now, I've got a few of these crystals, which is cool. We can create Celestial Collector crystals with these, which is nice. Let's go ahead and make this nighttime, and let's see what would be involved in making the Celestial Collector crystals. I think we need something that Starlight Infusing Altar will make for us, but let's see. So you can combine in this guy to make... I thought it was that one. It's not luminous, right? It's not iridescent, right? No. Should be celestial. Oh, you know what? You have to be attuned. That's right. Let's see. This guy... So he needs illumination powder and resonating gems. Yep, that one needs the Starlight Infusion. So let's get a Starlight Infusion altar, right? So we'll get one of these guys ready to roll. He's not too terrible to make, as you can see here. Let's get a bucket. And we'll get a Starlight Infusing altar. What do we need? Gold and aquamarines and star metal. And then we need marble pillars and engraved marble. So marble pillars, engraved marble, gold. There's your gold and star metal. Okay. Oh, and 2 aquamarines. I guess we can put you away. We're totally gonna need more aquamarines in a minute, but that's okay. Do the thing, altar. And then we have to decide where we're going to put this bad boy. Probably next to my altar somewhere up here. It's just quickly becoming one of my little just random outside bases. And I guess while that's going, let me prep for... I do have a copy-paste of what's gonna be the starlight infuser. So let me just get that ready here. So the starlight infusion altar. So did you finish, buddy? You did. Hooray! And I grabbed the copy-paste of the starlight infusion altar. So let's get that ready. So paste. Successful from clipboard. And then you load up. Boom. There you go. Starlight infusion altar. Looking good. So do we have everything we need for that? Mostly. We need 12. We need 9 more engraved and a lapis. So we can get you guys and a lapis block. And that should be cool. So let's get ready to paste that somewhere around here. Maybe off to the side a little bit. I want it somewhat centered. How's that feel? Does that look pretty cool? I like that location. I like that. That's neat. Now, can we go down a Y level? I feel like that would be good, right? Okay. How's that look? Pretty cool? Yeah. And then we can go down a Y level, and that looks nice, right? Let's paste it in. Whoop. Hooray! Alright, so with that built, the next thing we need to do is fill this area with liquid starlight. Pop this dude down. And then to make resonating gems is pretty easy. It's just aquamarines that sit right there and get hit with a resonating wand. And get hit with a resonating wand. What did I do wrong? Somebody? Why you no work? What did I do wrong there? That should be it. I always have trouble with this thing. And I never know why. I remember, because I always have problems with this thing. That's right. You need some astral marble underneath. I always forget that. I always forget that. So that's astral sorcery marble, right? So what we need to do is, let's get our exchanger. That would probably be the easiest way to go about this. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we should be cool. How are we doing in here? Just clean it up a little bit. Hey, now we're cooking. As a reminder, every time you craft with this, there is a chance that it will use up one of these source blocks of starlight, and it won't work again until you replace it. So keep that in mind. It may not. We'll find out, right? Every time you craft, it might randomly use it. There's things that you can do later in the mod to make that kind of not happen. But for now, just keep in mind that, you know, you have to be careful with it. See, it's not working now because somebody's water source block, that one, got used up. Hey, excuse me, sir. Sorry, but no. No, no, no. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is pop over to here. Now, in theory, you should be making a bunch of aquamarine essence, which we can now turn into aquamarines. Yay! Look at all the aquamarines we've already got, thanks to this system, which is still running beautifully. Running beautifully. It's lovely to see. Now, can we automate this? Absolutely. We've done it in previous series. Once we get to the point where automating it will be useful. we definitely will consider doing that, right? But for now, I don't think it's a huge rush to get that automated. So I'm going to craft a few more of these aquamarine things into resonating gems, maybe like a handful more, and we'll be right back. Hey, who's missing? I think it's that one. You get really good at detecting missing source blocks when you do this. All right, so now that we've got that going, let's try this. So from Astral, what we probably want to do next is two things. I'd love a Celestial Collector Crystal. That said, I'd like a good one. So let's use this one right here to start growing and splitting so we can increase our purity. And this one here is good enough that we can use it to boost our altar here. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. What would be involved in... So first off, to get this thing turned into a collector crystal, right? I mean, like, I don't think it super matters. For this, it doesn't super matter. Because I think no matter what we do, it's going to be pretty darn good. Though I feel like I should at least get it fully grown. So what was your purity? 64? Yeah, let's use this one. So what I'm going to do is place this in a pool of liquid. And I'm also going to add you to my magnets blacklist. So don't pick those up, okay, buddy? And then you're going to... that and that. Meanwhile, I'm going to get ready to automate this a little bit better than I have thus far. Because you know dire in automation. If I can't automate something, I ain't happy. Let's get ourselves more of these. Okay. While that's cooking, let's get a liquid placer. Is it liquid placer? Is that what I'm looking for? Fluid placer? I always forget. Dude, we haven't gotten into actual additions at all yet, have we? No, we have not. Place fluid in the world. Let's try it. I don't think we've ever used this mod before for fluid placing. So let's try it out. Let's see how it works, shall we? The big question I'll have is, will it overwrite fluids in the world? And that's a question we're gonna have to pretty quickly come to terms with. So let's figure that out. What do we got here? Some kind of wrenchy wrench? Hooray! Alright, so user empty, redstone off. Okay. So let's get a bucket. What are you at here? Come on, buddy. I want a bunch in my thing here, and ow. Haha, you sneaky little guy. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not buying what you're selling today, sir. Come on, get me another bucket's worth. Ah! 1,000 out of 1,000. Liquid starlight, redstone off. So do you need a redstone signal? Okay. Well, that's an interesting visual bug there. He seems okay, and then when I pick this up, he'll meet... Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I want it to do. So notice how this crystal, the starlight that it was sitting in, disappeared because it absorbed it. And it got a little bit bigger when it absorbed it. The other thing we're going to want from Astral is that cutting wheel thingy, which is pretty easy to make. I just have to remember what it's called and where in JEI it is. Because, yeah, there it is, grindstone. So I just need quartz and some sticks and stones. Okay, perfect. So just 2 sticks. Grindstone, bada bing. And there you go. So this guy, the grindstone, does something else. So two of the attributes that are the easy ones to modify are the size and the cutting. Purity, you can upgrade, but it's harder. Basically, purity only improves when we fully grow a crystal, and I'll talk about that in a sec. So basically, you place a crystal on there, and every time you click this wheel, it'll improve the cutting and reduce the size. So basically, cutting goes up, size goes down. So 423, 75, right? Let's boop, boop, boop. And now it's 89 cutting, 385 size, right? And we'll click it 2 more times, 3 more times. There you go, 100% cutting, size 297. Now at this point, boop, we'll drop that dude in there, and he'll absorb the starlight and use it to increase his size, which is good. Once he gets to max size, which is 900 for these celestial crystals, he can continue absorbing starlight, and there's a small chance, probably like around 10 or 20%, I would guess, that it'll split into 2 celestial crystals. One crystal will have the same purity as before. The other crystal will have slightly better purity, maybe. So it takes a while to get up to purity 100%, doing it that way. So what I'm going to do between episodes is probably try and get a better celestial crystal that's closer to 100%, using the random stat rolls by growing new ones. From raw crystals and stardust like we did earlier in the episode. If I don't get one, then what I'll do is take one of these 79% purities and get them going. In the meantime, what I'd love to have is some fluid ducts. Well, I guess so. I guess that could work. There you go. He did his job. Good job, Job. So if I tell you... There you go. Beautiful. And he'll just sit there and continue to grow, right? He'll absorb starlight, the fluid placer will place another starlight fluid source, repeat over and over and over again. And eventually he'll hit 900, right? And you guys have seen me automate this process with integrated dynamics in the past. Will I do that again in the series? Probably. Because A, that's a fun build, and B, it's really nice to have an infinite number of perfect crystals. Hey guys, guess what I just learned? Starlight is considered a hot liquid, so yeah, don't put them in normal fluid ducts. They blow up. Good times. So yeah, I'm using the mechanism pipes here, although it's rendering a little bit funny, but it's working clearly, so that's cool. I'm just waiting for this guy to hit 900. Oh no, I wasn't paying close enough attention, and my crystal split. That's extremely rare, and I just happen to be unlucky. But you'll notice that one of them has a better purity than the other. So 64 and 68% purity. So that means we have to start the process over again, which stinks. But it is what it is. How do we want to do this? So that's 229. By the way, you can grind this thing down to like nothing, and that's bad times. See, how'd that work out? 100% size 7. That's hilarious. That is the tiniest size I've ever seen. That would probably be very bad. If we click that again, it would probably just destroy it. That's probably what I would expect. So anyway, maybe I'll just what I'll do is just we'll let that one grow. Let's see how a 290-69 does for boosting this thing. Just because I want to get her done. So let's take this guy. We're gonna, you have to attune it to something in order to turn it into a collector crystal. Doesn't matter what, if you're gonna be 290-69. I wanna save this 512, because this one has 79 purity. 68, 79 purity. I mean, they both do, but I guess the better thing to do would be use this one. All right, cool. So we will attune this to a constellation, which is an important first step, right? And then what we want to do is get some stardust and some illumination powder, right? We should add this to our to-do list. So we just need some glowstone. Cool. Hooray! So this is good. We know this is cool, right? So he's attuned Celestial Crystal, attuned to Evorcio. Doesn't matter which one you attune it to when you're looking at augmenting your ability to do starlight crafting. Trust me on that. So now, attuned to Evorcio, you have the ability to do Celestial Collector Crystal, which is good. We have enough starlight power to pull this off. And then what we can do is we can have this collector crystal boost the celestial altar and have it have more power coming in. So generally speaking, if you're going to do something with these crystals, especially along the lines of rituals, the stats matter, right? Size, purity, and cutting all affect how good the crystal is at doing whatever your job you're giving it. We're giving it a job of boosting the energy inside this thingy. So it's not super important to be a perfect crystal for this purpose. Did I maybe not put that where I would want it to be? Cool. Okay. And then we just link him to there. And that will boost the power a lot. Nice. Okay, one more thing I would love to do before we wrap up the episode here, because I think it's getting close. Let's upgrade this dude to the iridescent altar. Does that sound cool? So that's going to be a big bunch of particle effects that I always like watching. And upgrading this dude to the iridescent altar is the fifth and final tier upgrade of the altar, I believe. I don't think we've got a sixth tier anymore yet. I don't think so. Pretty sure that's accurate. So that was an easy thing to do. I had all the stuff I needed to upgrade him. Now we do have to upgrade the structure here, which we'll do in a moment. But I like to watch all the fancy particle effects. Dun dun dun! How cool is that? I love it. I love when we get that going. So now, iridescent altar. I'm going to go ahead and just get the copy-paste structure for that ready to roll. And drop that into the copy-paste gadget. So where are you, copy-paste gadget? Do I have it out here? I do. So you go in there, paste and load. Cool. And hopefully we can make this an easy... Hopefully I have enough. Hooray! Maybe not hooray. Did I miss something? There's something missing here? You should be cool. Why you no happy? You should be good. I feel like that's everything you need, isn't it? What am I missing here? What indeed? Let's look in the old Bookaroonie. Radiance is the chapter we're in. Actually, I think we're gonna find this in Constellation. Iridescent altars thingy. Oh, you know what? I remember now. Hold on. That might be too high. It might need to go down one. Yeah, I remember. I think the copy-paste for the iridescent altar. Let's... Oh boy. Now I really done broke it. The iridescent altars copy-paste that I have is wrong. And I discovered that I think last time I used this. And I never did fix it, did I? I should really update my copy-paste. And it's just funny that, like, I haven't yet. That happened to me last series, didn't it? You can all say it. Dire, please. Right? So, it goes around there, and then here... And you know it's working when that crystal shows up above the altar. And that's what's up. Sweet. Cool. Now, if we make this nighttime, and this is where the real questions are going to come in. Do we have actually enough power here? Oh, right. When I do that, hold on. Let's make it like midnight, right? See this guy being full? That's a good sign. It means that this crystal's good enough, right? It's not the best crystal in the world, but he's good enough, right? I'm going to put him here now, because I kind of like him being there. And that'll be good times. All right, Dial20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We are now fully functional with Astral, right? The next steps for us are to get out of the Radiance chapter. We're going to go ahead and create ourselves an Astral Observatory. And then we're going to learn about dim constellations. And then we're going to be able to make some really powerful stuff. And then in addition to that, I'm also... Did you split again on me? No way. No way. Did you? Couldn't have. I don't think so. I don't think so. Where's my... Maybe he did split on me. Goodness, I really have to pay more attention to this, don't I? Yeah, I'm not doing a good job of paying attention to this. I think he split on me again, which is funny. It's funny. All right, Dial20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm going to get some better celestial crystals between episodes. For now, take it easy.